Hey, what is going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Pisces? What can we see for Pisces? Let's go, Pisces. All right, Pisces. So, someone has a secret. First thing I see is I feel like this is someone that you already know, and I feel like you already have some sort of friendship with this person, some sort of connection. You know, I mean, I feel like there's already this closeness with this person. And I feel like it's someone that you have feelings for, but I feel like it never really went anywhere yet. It hasn't come to light. You know, I feel like there's something about this person. I mean, it's a very nurturing energy that you have with each other. And it's coded in love. You know, very, very nurturing and warm energy that you have with this person. I feel like there's an establishment of trust that you have with this person. So I do feel like there's already this connection that you have. But it's like there's a feeling that that's not all there's going on here. Now, trust your intuition. Pisces, I can never say this enough. Pisces, you have one of the best intuitions out of all the signs. And that's something that is like your Pisces superpower. And we need to trust in that. You know, you feel like there's something going on here much more, much deeper than a friendship. And I feel like those questions and those thoughts are going to get some answers. What I see is this person thinks about you and only you. But I feel like there is some trust issues that this person has and commitment issues, not with you. Like I said, there is an establishment of trust with this person. You know, there is something different. This person thinks about you and only you, but they've always kind of been held back by seeing the negative instead of the positives. I feel like this person has a hard time trusting people. But with you, they feel naturally pulled towards you. They feel like it's okay to trust you. You know, and I mean, this person knows what they want, and they've known. I feel like this isn't something new. I feel like they've known for a while that they wanted something more, but they've been keeping that a secret. Like I said, they have a secret. They know what they want. They want you. You know, they want to move forward with you. They want to be with you. They want to be your partner. You know, they have this, they feel this loving energy from you. They feel this nurturing and very comfortable energy with you. And it's something they never felt before. But it has taken time to develop. You know, those trust issues don't go away overnight. Those commitment issues don't go over, they don't go away overnight. And the commitment issues they have isn't about committing. It's about the fact that they're afraid to commit to someone and get hurt. They're afraid of being vulnerable, but with you, they feel like they can be. And that's part of the reason why this person has fallen for you. I mean, they're very defensive of themselves, but with you, it's kind of like you slowly pick away the layers. And more, this person, it becomes very clear that this isn't just a crush. This isn't just a strong friendship. I mean, this person has an emotional connection to you, an emotional connection they've never felt with anyone before. And it's a serious connection that they want to see through. I mean, they want to move forward with this. So what I see is I feel like this person, there's a moment coming where this person is going to have a fearless moment where they just open up. You know, they just tell you what's really been going on. They want to confess their true feelings for you. And it's a fearless moment with that Nine of Swords in reverse. It's letting go of all those things that they're afraid of and just having that conversation. You know, letting all those walls down and finally letting you in. You're the person they've wanted to let in. I feel like they feel connected to you in a way they've never felt connected to anyone else. Like I said, with that Lover's card, it's a very, very deep connection. But it's more than that. They've always known there was a connection with you. They've always known that. And we're going to talk about the iceberg love. That's the coin phrase I like to use. I've coined it, and I'm going to use it. The iceberg love. They knew from the moment there was something there. Just like an iceberg, you're floating along in your boat, you can see that there's something coming out of the water. But as you get closer, you realize there's a lot more underneath than you thought. You know, this is a lot bigger than you even imagined it could be. You know, you give them emotional strength. You know, and with this person, we have the King of Wands. You know, you give them emotional strength, which gives them confidence, which that confidence comes out in them grabbing onto what they find important and hold dear and holding on to it. And you're what they find important. You're what they hold dear. That connection you have with this person, it may have felt, you know, you may have known that there was something else going on, but until we see it, we don't really know. But I feel like you're going to know. Like I said, I mean, I feel like this person, they're going to open up communication. They're going to tell you they want to move forward. They only want to be with you. You know, if they're going to be in a place with someone, they want that place to be anywhere that's next to you, and they want that person to be you. It's a hard truth. It's a hard truth. You know, with that Queen of Swords, it's all about, you know, they've been hurt. They've been hurt by people before, and you've been hurt by people, but this person wants you to know that they're not going to hurt you, that they're going to be there for you, and it starts with them being honest with you. They've been holding back these feelings because they were afraid. They were afraid that they were going to get hurt again. They were afraid that maybe they wouldn't be enough for you, or maybe they wouldn't be what you needed them to be. But the more this connection has grown, the more they see that this is exactly, you know, and they feel like no one can love you like they love you. And they feel loved by you. And that's the biggest step forward for this person. This is what's causing this person to finally take the leap of faith. Like I said, there's that fearless moment that comes where they just realize, and it happens so very often. It happens when you're in a relationship with someone. You know, you can be with someone, you know, I was with someone for years, my partner that I'm still with, I was with her for years before I, you know, got to this moment where it wasn't really serious. And then I got to this one moment when I realized something. I was in love. I mean, I'd love to tell you I was in love in the first moment. I mean, the first time I saw her, I was attracted. But it wasn't until this one moment. And it's a very small and doesn't even seem like a big thing, but it just happens. There's this moment when you just realize this is the one. You know, and everything else before is there's nothing else before. Everything else before becomes inconsequential. Like like I said, you can be with someone for years. You can be with someone for however many. I mean, you could be with someone for a week and realize it. You could be with someone the first date and realize it. That you don't want to be with anybody else. And if you could die with this person, grow old with this person, that is very okay. And I feel like this person did realize this pretty early on with you, but I feel like them telling you, them getting the courage to come forward and tell you, that happened in a moment. There was this moment of pure clarity where they just knew that if they didn't tell you, you know, maybe someone else come into your life, maybe they see someone else around you and they realize that they could lose you. And that's something that just can't happen. They can't lose you without telling you how they felt. You know, I feel like this person just wants to make you happy. And they know they can be happy with you. So I feel like this person is going to make you an offer. You know, there's a lot going on here, Pisces. I mean, we go from this person making this big confession to jumping right into that offer. You know, they want to be committed to you. Now, like I said, for some of you, there may be someone else coming into your life that causes this person to realize that you may not always be around. You may not always be available. So it's like, you know, it's that moment where you got to make the decision of, listen, you can hold back your feelings and then suffer the rest of your life in regret, or you can take your shot. And that's what they're doing. They're taking their shot. Now, for some of you, it may not be someone else coming in. It may be just a realization that it's possible that someone else could realize how great you were and they lose you, and they don't want that. That's the last thing they want. You know, so I do feel like this person, like I said, finally is showing up. You know, that defensive energy, that open up communication, you know, you make it okay for them to be vulnerable. And I feel like with real love, that's what it's all about. It's about being with someone that it's okay to be vulnerable. Like everybody's biggest fear is to be vulnerable with someone and get hurt. But there's no greater feeling than being able to be vulnerable with someone that you trust. Knowing that that person is not going to judge you. That person isn't going to make fun of you or take advantage of you because of it. And we all have that fear. We all have that fear of being open. And some people just hide it better. I feel like we all have that fear. I don't know too many people that don't have it. You know, a lot of men that I know will deny it because of toxic masculinity. And there's a few women that deny it, but we all have that fear. Taking that leap, it's scary. But when you take that leap with that right person, there's nothing more satisfying than that. You know, and it's that deep connection, like I said, with that Lover's card. I feel like this person has some fire in their charts, and I feel like you open that, you know, you feel protected by this person, and they feel... It's a different type of protection. You could be with someone and they make you feel protective, as in like they're strong and they can make you feel safe. But there's also a protection where you're with someone and they're, you know, you feel safe in being vulnerable. You feel safe in loving that person. You know, it's you know, you don't have to be strong physically to be the protector. A lot of people have that idea that they have to be strong physically. You know, yes, it can help, but I feel like it's more important to be strong mentally. We bring different things to the table. I mean, I feel like you meet someone and they're strong physically and they have this strong, physicality to them, but you're strong emotionally. And when you come together, you feed off of each other. You allow each other to take a little bit from each other. So not only do you feel safe emotionally, but you feel safe physically. You feel protected. And this person just wants to crawl in this nice cozy little cave with you and just be with you. And they don't want anybody else in that cave. This is their time. And that's why they're finally letting you know how they feel. It took time. It took patience. Establishing trust, knowing that they can trust you and knowing that they don't want to be anywhere else but with you. Now with this person, we have Cancer, Pisces. We have some Scorpio as well. And like I said, we have some fire too. I mean, Sagittarius and Aries. We have some Gemini. We have some Aquarius. We have some Taurus and Virgo. People have this idea that, about feeling safe, feeling protected. That goes much deeper than a physical realm. I'm a very protective person of my family. And we need that. But we also need the other side. With her, she is very emotionally protective. She keeps my secrets. I keep her secrets. We can be incredibly open with each other and not feel like that's ever going to come back to bite us in the ass. And that's feeling protected. There's so many different ways of protecting. My grandmother, she's a Taurus, and I kid you not, she was 4'11", just the littlest person, and she might have been the smallest adult that I knew, but she had the biggest heart, and when you're around her, you felt safe. And that's what I mean. It's not just about the fact that you feel safe and the fact, some people may carry a gun and it makes them feel safe physically. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being with someone where you feel safe to be you. You can have your emotional breakdowns. You can have, your little, you can vent your thoughts without being judged. Without being held against you. And we all know we've been with someone. I think that most people have been with someone where you told them something that maybe you shouldn't have. And if you broke up, they went and told everybody. Or even while you're still together. I dated this one girl. And I remember, I felt we had a great connection. I feel like we talk about anything. And sometimes you get caught up in that connection and then you feel like, okay, well, do I have something in my nose? Or is it the camera? Anyway, you feel like you're comfortable with them, so you start talking and you have conversations, and sometimes they tell you secrets. And in a perfect world, those secrets go into the vault. And some people are like that no matter who you are. I pride myself on that. You can tell me something and you don't have to say, don't tell anybody this. I already know. And it's in the vault. I have secrets about almost everybody I know because a lot of people tell me I'm easy to talk to. And it's not just because I'm easy to talk to. It's because they know those secrets are safe. I don't even tell my partners things people say to me because that's protected under friendship. What do you call it? Confident. Anyway, confident. One of those words I just can't say. Confidentiality. I believe in that. I'm loyal to that. But one night we were talking, and I don't know what the conversation was. She said, I can't remember. It was something about if if we never met, you know, who would the person you want to be with? Like, it wasn't a celebrity thing. You know how everybody has a celebrity crush, and if you had a chance to be with that person, if we weren't together right now, who would you want to be with? Or something like that. Or I can't remember the whole conversation. I know it's a terrible story because I can't remember the details, but ended up I told her about this crush I had on this girl. And next day, who did she go tell? Her best friend. Her best friend told everybody. And it was the most embarrassing thing ever. The girl had a boyfriend. It was just, I really thought she was nice. You know, I really had this secret crush on this girl. And that's what it was. She said, who have you had a secret crush on that you never told? I know it was a scattered story. It was a long time ago. It was in high school when I was dating this girl. Anyway, and you know how school goes. She told her best friend, and her best friend, it got around to this girl. Her boyfriend was pissed at me. And it just felt like things like that knock you back a little bit to the place where you're like, okay, I'm never going to tell anybody anything ever again. Yeah, it was something. The problem with my stories is sometimes I kind of think they come up as a thought randomly. I didn't plan it out. And I'm not going to start planning out my stories because I feel like it's not authentic then, but I apologize. Sometimes it gets a little scattered because, you know, it's been a long time since I've been in high school. I'm not going to tell you how long, but it's been a long time. And like I said, me and my partner have been together 15 years, so it was before that. But yeah, with that girl, we were more friends than a real relationship. It was young, and it really, little things like that can sometimes scar you a little bit. And I feel like it was a long time before I felt like I could confide in anybody again. I always watch what I said. And when you're with someone that you love, you don't want to have to watch what you say. You shouldn't have to. And that's what I feel like you have with this person. That's why I feel like it's so great. You know, and anyway, I feel like I've been talking way too long. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.